Hello, it's Thursday, and really we're still doing a whole bunch of sideways action. And these Fibonacci lines are about to change. So the levels of 38.11, 42 and a quarter, they will remain as long as we stay within the range of 32 and 50. However, we can see that the 100 period high is $49.19. And within the data sets, the 49.19 occurred on April the 29th, which is 100 periods ago. That means tomorrow that high will change to 48.15. The next day, 45.56, and well, after that it was 42.26. So it'll stay at the 44, of course, until we take it out. That does mean that the Fibonacci numbers will change on here, and well, I've calculated them to be 37.17 and 39.72, and that would be from this low and this high. So 39.17 would be rough. Let me just get rid of some of these drawings first and highlight 39.17. There we go. So obviously we've had a hit from that level. So we're still bullish from this level to this here. If we break below here, it will go neutral. Moving on towards the quarter day chart, and the pattern is these lower highs and the lower lows. This low has yet to have gone below where we see that line in there, but very close. And for things to recover, you want to see something like matching lows, matching highs, some sideways consolidation to break the downtrend. And that's at least what you'd want to see have happen. Now within the Fibonacci levels, we have Fibonacci for the low of 38.08 and the high of 44.22. Therefore, this market here was found as support and lifted higher, lower high, and well, now that does break the chances of going below it. However, just like the daily chart, we see if the low is 38.08, we know that the number had to have been before and here because the lowest total we have is 38.11, which is a massive level, showing it has held that significant well nicely since the 17th of August. But 100 periods ago is also where that 38.08 mark is at. Therefore, it's going to change, and in a few hours from now, it'll be 38.20, it looks like. And well, that does mean, again, just like the daily chart, that these things are going to change. And the Fibonacci will be from this low and this high. Thus, it'll go up just a little bit. But overall, the thing is in a very large sideways time consolidation. If this is the type of thing you're trying to trade on a paper market swing trade, I think it's a waste of time. If you're looking to physically buy your silver, you've got lots of time. You're rewarded for being patient, but I really don't want to do this video regarding the silver priced in US dollars, even though I've been doing it now for close to 4 minutes so far. So I'm going to get rid of that. Instead, it's good to know, well, what's this all been? And well, we're pricing that of XAG. That's called, and we don't even need the X, just AG is fine. AG is a scientific code name. I don't know what the meaning of it is, but they have a number after it, which is 47. Apparently, if you put in 47 of these universal micro atoms and you put them all together somehow, well, then you might get a microgram of silver or something in that nature. But it is an element of the periodic table of elements, meaning it is very universal. So therefore, instead of pricing AG47, I want to price something else. Rather, instead of doing a chart on silver, I want to do a chart on paper rectangles. And Joe, also being known as Silver Futurist, was able to get his hands on a paper rectangle that was not from the US currency, because normally when I do the chart, the pricing is in that of AG47 and how many of the paper rectangles in the United States you need, how many of the United States Federal Reserve notes you need to get what happens to work out as 1 troy ounce of AG47. So we're going to change it up. Now, instead of it being silver, we're going to focus on euro and the 10 unit paper rectangle priced in AG47, but that of grams. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the value of your paper rectangle, which is euro /10 /. It means the euro that says the number 10 on it. Plain and simple. It's priced at AG47 in grams. So today, or when the LBMA closed their market, you need exactly 1 paper euro to get 10.65 grams of gold. Therefore, the euro cost 10 2/3 grams of gold. Now, there was a time where it costed 60 or so, or equal to 2 troy ounces for that 10 euro, but it's obviously been a downtrend. I hope I haven't confused too many, but merely this is another way of showing what the reverse trend of silver happens to be, and the currency of choice in this case is that of euro. I don't think there's a safe currency that has those paper rectangles on here. After all, $100 trillion note from the nation of Zimbabwe has been played. And in Zimbabwe, it's worth absolutely nothing. Maybe in mint condition, you might get yourself a silver dime or maybe even a silver quarter for it, but that's really about it. So what else do I need to say? This is in a severe downtrend. Major downtrend. Is there any hope for these paper rectangles? Is there any reason you think it's going to bottom right now? Because if you think that it's going to bottom, then you think silver is actually going to top. Again, this is the type of chart you would have if you decided to short the silver market. This is how the price action would be. Again, it would be in euros, but they pretty much all look the same. Now, the data comes from the LBMA webpage. It's a 25-day chart. I only get one price per day in 3 different currencies, 3 different paper rectangle currencies: U.S. Federal Reserve notes, Great Britain pounds, and then the euro. So therefore, I took a spider or got my computer to calculate in a 25-day period what the highest and the lowest points would be, and then do a simple calculation to convert it over from priced in silver to, or priced in currency to priced in silver. I'm going too long now. Way too long. But there's a good reason for this to be the case. Coming up to the years of the 2000s, the price was heavily manipulated. Therefore, you had rock bottom prices. That's if you were aware of the situation. Most people, including myself, were not. And we're continuously seeing it go down lower. Question is, how much longer will it go before it's a bottom? Myself, when I look at the bands, I think it's best not to sell when you're at this bottom part, and not to buy when you're up here. I guess there's never been a reason to buy these paper rectangles. But and here, you really didn't want to sell your paper rectangles for silver. Only because you're at this lower band. That's it. Now we're back above it. I think it's fine to currently trade your paper rectangles in for silver, only because they have intrinsic value. The silver, that is, you're trading something that has pretty much none to micro uses of tangible value. And maybe if things get really out of hand, that instead of pricing this in grams, I might have to do like a split and price it in milligrams, which right now would be 1,000 times the level, so that would be at 10,065. But if things get out of control, that might be what I have to do. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.